Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for
Give
joining
me one
us.
second, Juanita. Not yet. Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Hold tight.
Sure.
Hold tight. I'll cue you. Not yet. Good evening, everyone. This is Sheena Ali, your Caribbean College Planner and Student Advisor at the Student Center, joining you live here in Barbados. We have a special session today. We all know this is our week leading up to the start of Cup Fest. We will be touring 3 countries this time. We are going to be in Barbados, Guyana, and Jamaica. As part of Cup Fest, we have a couple events featuring schools that are listed on the Cup Fest directory. It's going to be a special session today. We have the prestigious university, York University, on this evening's webinar. We're talking about STEM at York. Now, I'm no expert on that, so therefore I bring the experts to you. I'm joined by my colleague Juanita, who is the representative for the Caribbean region. And we have about how many? About 9 other colleagues who are going to be talking to us about STEM opportunities at York University based in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So without further ado, you're not here to hear or see me, you're here to see this team here from York University. Juanita, over to you and your colleagues. Good evening.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. As Sheena had articulated, thank you, Sheena. We are York University. Today, we're going to talk about STEM programs. I'll get everyone to kind of wave, but they'll do their presentation. So we have Carlene from Environmental and Urban Change. We have Harj from Lassonde School of Engineering, as well as the student ambassador, Dan. We have Ning Ning from Faculty of Science, as well as 2 student ambassadors, Gina, as well as Caitlin. And then we have Faculty of Health, our international recruiter, Gwen, as well as our awesome student ambassador, Anika, who will be joining us. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and share my screen. So my name is Juanita Mwanga. I am the International Recruitment Officer at York University, who particularly handles applications from the Caribbean as well as USA. So if you have any questions, I'll share my information at the end and you're able to get in touch with me. A little bit about our city. We're located in Toronto, a very vibrant city with just under 50% of our total population being born outside of Canada. We're a very diverse community, which means there's going to be people not only in the classroom, but also in the city that look like you, that sound like you, have similar life experiences as you. But then there's also people who don't, and we actually see that as our advantage. In every single one of our programs, we incorporate experiential education. Our faculty will talk about that today. But although we are a very dense and very populated with great opportunity city, we're one of the safest rated cities in North America. We have 3 unique campuses at York. We have our Glendon campus, our Keele campus, and our newest one, our Markham campus. Our Glendon campus has a beautiful park-like feel. It's very quaint, and if you're very nervous about being in big classrooms, Glendon might have programs for you. Our Keele is where most of our faculties are actually homed, and it's our largest of the 3. Our Keele campus has lots of experiential learning opportunities with labs that are very small, giving you opportunities to get that hands-on experience, and great professors who are still very much in the field, active and leading in research. And then our Markham campus is our newest, our IT campus. Now, ways that we can support you at York is through academic advising, student counseling and health and well-being, student accessibility services, free tutoring in our math and writing center. We also have renowned athletic and recreational center. We have 300 student clubs. So if you're somebody who really wants to be involved, whether it's through advocacy, cultural groups, religious groups, or just student groups that are fun and academically focused, you can do that as well. And we have 8 different libraries and archive locations, all there to support you. We have 10 residence halls, so residence is guaranteed for students as long as you apply by the deadline. 8 of them are at our Keele and 2 of them are at Glendon. We have a number of different scholarships. I always like to say York is the hippie university, and that's because we really do believe in sustainability, inclusivity, and diversity. And we understand scholarships is a really big part of that. Caitlin actually won one of our largest scholarships from our Faculty of Science. She won our President's International Scholarship at York University, which is just about a full ride scholarship covering not only her tuition, but also her housing, her meal plan. We also have, as I said before, lots of experiential learning opportunities. So scholarships are important, but we also want you to get paid opportunities through co-op and internship, which we'll be talking about today. And as I said, we're committed to our global change. And one of the ways that we do that is staying committed to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, but also having a campus located in a rainforest in Costa Rica, which our EUC faculty recruiter is going to be talking about today. Now, although we have some special faculty recruiters here as well as students to chat with you about our different faculties, we do have a number of different faculties that aren't here that aren't related to STEM. We have our Faculty of Arts, Media, Performance, and Design, Glendon, Faculty of Liberal Arts and Professional Studies. We have Faculty of Education. We have Schulich School of Business. And as I said before, we also have some of our faculty here, which include Faculty of Environmental and Urban Change, Faculty of Science, as well as Lassonde School of Engineering and Faculty of Health. Now, I like to say your degree, your way is the York way, and that's because there's 3 different ways that you can go about getting your degree. You can either be one of those students who wants to get in, graduate, get out, and go into the workforce, or you might be somebody who has more than one area that you'd like to pursue. You can do that through a double major, or you can do that through a major minor. You can also add a certificate onto your programs, and 9 times out of 10, this will still allow for you to graduate within 4 years or less at the same price as doing 1 degree. Now, if all of this excites you, you might be thinking, how do I apply and am I still able to submit an application? You absolutely are. You're able to apply either through Ontario University Application Center or directly through our website, futurestudents.yorku.ca. If you do have access to our virtual viewbook, and I can share that in the chat, it's on page 17 that walks you through how to apply, the requirements that you need, as well as all the fun stuff that might be incorporated, including supplemental applications. Now, as somebody who is in the Caribbean, you're likely doing CAPE. For students who are completing CAPE for CAPE Unit 2 subjects, you're able to actually get transfer credits. So we do award transfer credits for students who are completing CAPE subjects, and that equals about $6,732 per 6 credits. So you're able to get up to 18 credits of transfer credits for CAPE subjects. Again, that's only at the Unit 2 level. Now, ways to plan financially. Number 1, you want to ensure that you have enough for tuition. Most of our programs are at the $31,000 range, with our engineering program being the most expensive, $40,000. That does not include textbooks, residence meal plan, health insurance. So total cost can range anywhere between $43,000 to $57,000, just over that Canadian. Again, there's lots of scholarships that we have, being the hippie school. So President's International Scholarship is $45,000 renewable per year for a total of 4 years. Tintaya Via, as well as a renewable one. Global Leader of Tomorrow and our Liberal Arts Professional Studies has their own as well, known as the International Undergraduate Leadership Scholars. We also have automatic scholarships. So as long as you have 1s and 2s in CAPE subjects, you will automatically get between $1,000 to $5,000. How do you submit your scholarship? Well, you'll need to have a York reference number, so you need to have an active application. You're able to submit your application and use your York reference number to access our scholarship portal. The scholarship portal does close February 15th, so really, really important that you get your application going, get that York reference number, and then meet the requirements for the scholarship. Now, to submit your scholarship, what you'll need is a personal statement. You'll need to show if you have any savings with a financial profile. We won't ask for any personal documents. You just need to put a dollar amount. You need to also highlight all the different extracurriculars that you're doing. That could be being a prefect, UN mock debate club. It could be doing beach cleanups or any form of volunteerism, playing on sports. And then you also need to have a reference letter that can support what you're saying. Again, the deadline to apply is February 15th. So again, steps that you need to complete in order to be a successful applicant. You need to know what program you want to apply for and look at the prerequisites. You need to apply, and then you'll get your York reference number, which will allow for you to upload your required documents. We need to have full secondary transcripts. We need to have your predicted grades for CAPE Unit 2. We need to have your exam results for CAPE Unit 1. Okay, and then submit your scholarship application or as well complete a supplemental application. And then the final step is hopefully accepting your offer. Now, if there's any follow-up questions that you have, feel free to take a photo, a screenshot of this particular slide. This is my email address. I'm happy to connect with you. Again, my name is Juanita Mwanga. So I'd like to pass it on to our Environmental and Urban Change International Recruitment Officer, Carlene.
Hi, everyone. My name is Carlene, and I am the International Recruitment Officer at the Faculty of Environmental and Urban Change. So welcome to the presentation and welcome to our faculty. We call it EUC for short. We are one of the newer faculties in the university. We launched back in September of 2020. And we offer 3 undergraduate degrees, so Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Arts, and Bachelor of Environmental Science. We also do offer 6 undergraduate programs, and we also offer 2 certificates, which can be done through direct entry or concurrently. We also have the first and only Eco Campus by Canadian University, which is located in Costa Rica. And also what's really great about our faculty is that if you're interested in attending a larger university, but with a small community feel, this is exactly what we offer within our faculty. We want to equip you to take your passions into a profession. So today I'll be chatting a bit about the environmental science program and also our certificate in geomatics. And while I'll be speaking more about these programs here that I mentioned, we do have other programs that have STEM themes embedded into them, such as like global geography and sustainable environmental management offered at our faculty. So the environmental science program, this is a joint program with the Faculty of Science, and students will receive a Bachelor of Science degree. So within this program, you'll gain a scientific foundation in the biological and physical sciences that are needed to address any urgent environmental and urban challenges, and also generate and communicate environmental solutions. So our environmental science program also explores the impact of human activities on our planet through the study of biology, chemistry, physics, physical geography, and we offer an environmental science-based approach to understanding how the environment functions. And then we'll take the physical and biological science, and then we use this information to try to understand things like how stressors like climate change or pollution or the loss of biodiversity will affect our ecosystems. So with this program, we take our students outside on our school campus, and we do things like examine the water, the soil, the wildlife, the vegetation, and also the climate. So within the environmental science program, we offer 2 streams of study, and you're able to select your stream of study in the second year of the program. So our first stream is the biodiversity and conservation stream. And within this stream, you will specialize in environmental biology, and this is where you can understand how organisms and the ecological communities are impacted by things like environmental stressors. And then you can learn how to apply this knowledge to protect species and biodiversity around the world. In our second stream, we have environmental dynamics. And within this stream, you'll have the opportunity to specialize in physical geography, studying the interactions between land and air, water, and biological organisms to understand how the natural environment responds to different things such as stressors. So within our program, we think that learning in the field is a key component. So the program offers many opportunities for hands-on learning where students can work in interdisciplinary teams and different community partners. And we have a lot of different really cool community partners to tackle real-world challenges. And you'll be able to apply your academic training that you've learned in the classroom to things within the field, and you can also have a positive social impact while learning as well. So this program includes a compulsory research design and field study course, and that gets you out in the field using equipment that different professionals within the field use. So this involves a weekend at Algonquin Park, which is a really nice park here. And you'd be working with the Frost Center, working on a project. So with that, you'll learn about the water, the soil, you'll use climate monitoring equipment and geographic information systems. And these are some of the different systems that are used within the workforce and within the field. And you can work with different organizations such as the Meteorological Service of Canada and also Environment Canada. Some other hands-on learning and field studies. We have some field study courses such as hydrosphere. So within second year, students are able to measure water and energy flows right on campus. We also have other cool courses such as water quality and stream ecosystems, where students can conduct sampling from the Black Creek and following different standardized protocols. We also have a really cool aquatic biogeochemistry lab, and this provides hands-on lab training with lab analytical equipment under the supervision of a senior technician. And students are able to use these labs, use the facility to conduct independent projects for coursework. Also, another really cool lab we have is our flume lab, where students are able to use research grade hydraulic flume to model river dynamics for work and career readiness as well. As mentioned briefly before, we are the first eco-campus in a Canadian university. So this is Les Nubes. Les Nubes is located in southern Costa Rica, and it consists of over 400 hectares of protected land rainforest, and many small communities do live within Les Nubes as well. So it's the really colorful building here in the picture. This is where students are able to study, really immerse themselves within the community and the culture as well. So students are able to partake in different studies and courses during reading week, also during the summer. So you'll be able to take a semester abroad, you'll get to take credits that will go towards your degree. So it's a really cool opportunity to go to Costa Rica and experience our eco-campus. Also, we're partnered with Glendon. So if you're interested in taking Spanish courses along with your program, that's also a really cool option as well. So the environmental sector is one of the fastest growing in the world, with lots of different issues such as the climate crisis, loss of biodiversity, and equity at the forefront. A lot of organizations and businesses are, really looking to hire environmental professionals. And so by taking a degree within environmental science or within environmental and urban change, we're really developing technical, hands-on scientific experience for students, and that you're able to leave with lots of transferable skills to get into different career pathways. These are just some of the career pathways, some of the careers that students have gone into. So we have a lot of our graduates are working in both the private and public sector in a variety of fields such as science, technology, education, government, and business. So just moving right along into our certificate in geomatics, so Geographic Information Systems and Remote Sensing, we call it GIS for short. So this certificate combines the study and immersion within development, experience in geographical information science, geographic information systems, remote sensing, photogrammetry, and also global systems. So within this program, the certificate can be completed concurrently with any degree at York. So if you are thinking of taking something such as environmental science, you are able to pair this certificate with it as well. So just to break down what geomatics really is, It's more of like encompassing art, science, technology, and it's involved in collecting, managing, communicating geographically referenced info. And this certificate helps to prepare students with hands-on technical training. And students will get to develop some really cool skills in spatial analysis, topographical surveying, geospatial database development, and also cartographic communication, project planning, and management. So within this program, students are exposed to lots of cool opportunities in labs and classes to experience all sorts of methods and tools, techniques that are taught, including field-based data collection for analysis, designing, implementing individual research projects, and the development of even things such as digital media skills. So if you are interested in learning a bit more about our faculty, about environmental science, the geomatic certificate, or about some of the other programs that we offer, here are some of the ways that you are able to connect and stay updated with us. Again, my name is Carleen, and I am the International Recruitment Officer. You're able to send an email to eucapply@yorku.ca if you have specific questions about our programs or faculties, or feel free to check us out on the website as well. Thank you so much, Juanita. Passing it back to you.
So now we'll welcome on Harj from our Lassonde School of Engineering.
Hi, thank you, Medina. I just couldn't find the unmute button then. Yes, thank you. My name's Harj. I'm here today from the Lassonde School of Engineering. I'm the International Recruitment Officer. With me, I have one of our final year electrical engineering students, Dan, who will also speak for a few minutes. So the Lassonde School of Engineering, the name suggests that we're home to the engineering programs we offer at York University. But that's not the only programming that we offer. We offer other STEM programs as well. I'll get to that in a minute. Firstly, a little bit about Lassonde. Like Carleen mentioned, EUC, it's a relatively small faculty in relation to the size of the University. York, with over 50,000 students, is, I believe, the third largest university in Canada. Our engineering school has around 5,000 students. And when you compare the size of our engineering school with other engineering schools in the province of Ontario, we're relatively small. What that means is that we offer smaller class sizes. Professors will know students by their first name. There's more of a community spirit. Collaboration is our culture, so we want students to work together on projects, on assignments, rather than competing with other people. We offer optional co-op in all our programs, so students can get real work experience to put into practice what they've learned in the classroom. The UN SDGs are always top of mind, so we want our scientists, our engineers, to push the world forward, and with the United Nations SDGs top of mind. In terms of our program, so yeah, with the Lassonde School of Engineering, so we have 6 engineering programs. We offer civil, computer, electrical, mechanical, software, and space. We're the only university in Canada that offers space engineering. Our engineering program is structured that students apply to engineering only. So we have a common first year. So students apply to engineering. When we receive your application, we will email you. We will ask you what your engineering preference is, and then you can secure a spot in your preferred or desired engineering stream from year 2 onwards. Some students don't know the engineering stream that they want. They know they want to do engineering, but they don't know which stream. So those students can use the first year to feel out the different types of engineering courses on offer, and then they can pick their engineering major at the end of year one. The other major program we offer within the faculty is computer science. It's probably one of the most in-demand programs in the world. We offer a BA, Bachelor of Arts, and a Bachelor of Science. The only difference between the two programs is that in the BA, the non-computer science courses would be from the liberal arts. In the BSc program, the non-science courses would be physics, chemistry, or biology. We offer computer security as well, which is very similar to computer science in the first 2 years, but in the upper years, students would specialize in cybersecurity, computer security, and graduate with that specialization. We offer digital media too, which is a kind of a combination of an arts program with a digital twist. So students would learn some programming, they would learn animation, 3D animation. So if anybody's interested in the arts, but they want a bit of a computer science slant, then digital media is a good program. We also offer earth and atmospheric science, so that's akin to a meteorology program. So if students are interested in going into that area, then we have you covered with that program. We have a new program launching this September in Markham, which is computer science for software development. So if students want to specialize in software development on the computer science side, then we have that specialism that will be available from September onwards. It's a Bachelor of Applied Science, and then we offer a couple of certificate programs in meteorology and BEST for short, which is if you have an interest in entrepreneurship, then that's a certificate you can take alongside one of the programs that we offer as an undergraduate program. Juanita already touched on advanced transfer credit, so I just wanted to kind of give you some context, how that would look and what that would mean if you were to pursue a computer science or engineering program with us. So on the CAPE curriculum, for admission to engineering students, we would require students to have 2-unit physics, 2-unit chemistry, and 2-unit pure math. For admission, but the advantage is if you have those courses and you score 3 or better, then you'll be exempt from first year physics courses, first year chemistry courses, and first year math, which means that you would save on 16 credits, which would mean that you would save up to just under $18,000 in first year tuition. Now, if you bear in mind that for engineering, tuition is approximately $40,000 Canadian per year. So if you're admitted on the CAPE curriculum and you have these courses, then you're effectively only paying $23,000 for your first year. Similar with the IB program, advanced credits available as well. Just wanted to give you some context on how that kind of works in practice. In terms of our school, we offer a co-op program, so it's optional. So what the co-op program means, it's another name for kind of internships, if you like. So we give the opportunity for students to do minimum 12 months out working with one of our partner employers, up to a maximum of 20. The designation would be on your transcript if you complete a minimum 12 months. Our co-op program pays on average $24.35 an hour. We have a co-op team that would help you procure a co-op opportunity. So we work with employers. We have an online jobs portal that students can apply to jobs. Just as some examples, these are some of our top employers when it comes to co-op. So let's just have a look at the electrical engineering and computer science. So the top 5 banks are one of our biggest employers. So students would have tech jobs like programming, front end, engineering, full stack developer, those kind of positions. We have had students go on co-op with Apple, Uber, Tesla, Microsoft, NASA, Canadian Space Agency, but those kind of placements are less frequent. These are the more common employers that we have. Oh, 1 second. I'm gonna leave my email address here so you can, if you wanted to kind of connect with us after this presentation, then you can reach us at ask@lasonschool.com. That was a very quick overview of kind of our school. I now want to hand it over to Dan, who will share his experience as an electrical engineering student and talk a little bit about the capstone project, which all engineering students do in their final year. Over to you, Dan.
Thanks, Harsh. So my name is Dan. I'm in my final year of electrical engineering. So in electrical engineering, I learned about power systems and how to protect them and how to design them. So I'm going to talk about my capstone project. So capstone is a year-long project course where you work with a team to solve a problems that are in line with the UN SDGs. It's a requirement for all engineering students before they graduate. So we have two ways to satisfy this. It's either with your traditional capstone, where you work with other engineering students, or with cross-campus capstone classroom, or C4, where you work with students from different programs within New York University. So I chose to complete C4, and me and my team work with a Nigerian medical professional to make dialysis in Nigeria more sustainable. And we solve this by proposing using solar farm instead of diesel generators whenever power goes down in the hospital. And yeah, that's about my experience at York. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. And just before we finish, conversations with Lason don't have to end here. We do have an online community on Discord where you can connect with Dan, myself, and other current students to learn more about our programs. I will drop the link to join us in the community in the chat. But from us, that's it from us, and we'll hang around to answer any questions if anybody has any at the end. But I'll hand it back over to Juanita.
Thanks so much, Harsh. I'd love to welcome on Ming Ming from Faculty of Science, as well as her two student ambassadors, Caitlin and Gina.
Okay, thank you, Janita. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this Explore Science presentation. My name is Mingming Li. I'm a Science International Recruiting Coordinator at the Faculty of Science. So today is really my privilege to get you through our programs and introduce our science ambassadors, Gina and Caitlin. They will share their insights and experiences at York Science. So, York Science, we have around 4,700 undergraduate and graduate students, including 37% international students. So we offer 20 undergraduate majors and 9 graduate programs. Our 5 departments are biology, chemistry, mathematics and statistics, physics and astronomy, science, technology, and society. Annually, we welcome about 1,100 new students, and each will benefit from our personalized support provided by our 270 faculty members. At York Science, we always address that immersive learning extends beyond classrooms. We own 4 research centers with 23 Canada research chairs and York research chairs. So those experts not only enrich student experiences, but also offer exciting opportunities to engage in cutting-edge and hands-on research. So I want to share one fun fact. So Science Observatory owns the largest telescope on university campus across Canada. So now let's talk about our diverse programs we offer at the Faculty of Science. Department of Biology is our largest department. Half of our students are biology students. Here we offer 6 undergraduate programs. They are biology, biomedical science. So biomedical science where you can learn the connections between biology and the human health. And the biotechnology program is designed to teach you how to apply biotechnology principles to technology innovations. And we also have environmental biology is for those eager to understand and address the critical critical issues facing our planet's ecosystems. Similarly, we also have environmental science, lets you explore the chemical process related to the living things. Lastly, we offer the neuroscience. So this program is to discover the nervous system and the brain. Like I mentioned, we offer a lot of research opportunities, such as research at York. This program is supported by York University, so provide you with the chance to work with the professors on groundbreaking research. And we also have research assistantships. So this is offered by the Faculty of Science, open doors to many, many research positions. So you can work as a lab technicians and a lot of opportunities to work with the professors. There are also an initiative of international opportunities for biology students. So this allows you to go abroad for internships, exchanges, or summer programs. And don't forget, like Carlene mentioned, so we have work study programs. So this program allows you to work in different departments and faculties, gaining valuable work experiences while studying. So additionally, we have many more programs offered by other departments, like Department of Mathematics and Statistics. They offer actual science, applied mathematics, data science. This is a new program starts in 2023, and the mathematics for education, statistics. So I would like to highlight the program actual science. So advantage of York's actual science program is the Risk and the Insurance Studies Center. So through risk, actual science student at York can benefit from dynamic internship programs with companies in financial services like RBC, like banks, financial consultant companies. And you have the opportunities to have the professional development training, also a networking sessions. You can talk with the CEO level risk professionals and much, much more opportunities. Also, like the Department of Chemistry, we have the biochemistry and the chemistry programs. So chemistry program is one of the most popular program. So this is a 4-year the first year research project serves as the capstone course of your degree, so they can prepare you better for many challenger careers. York biochemistry students get meaningful and well-paid jobs in research, in industry, in teaching, and some of them will pursue their graduate studies here or other universities. Many can enter professional schools in medicine, dentistry, pharmacy, law, and business. So I won't be able to go to each details for the other program. So you can scan the QR code on top and the complete program information on our website. Also, you can shoot us an email, international.science@yorku.ca. So we will answer any of your questions. Now I wanna welcome Gina. She's our work study student, also our actual science student, and Caitlin. She's our first year international student. They will share their insights of York science as students. So over to you guys.
Thank you, Ming Ming. It was a wonderful introduction. Hi, Caitlin.
Hi, Gina.
Hi. I think students must be very interesting. Would you like to share your scholarship experience with us, and how did you apply for that?
Yes, well, I received the President's International Scholarship of Excellence And this year, the scholarship was able to cover not only my tuition, but also my housing and my meal plan and my health plan. I'm very grateful that I no longer have to worry about financial constraints and I can now feel more comfortable pursuing my studies. All the information about applying and the scholarship itself is on York's website. As Ms. Mwanga mentioned, the application requires a personal statement which highlights academic excellence, extracurricular. If you are interested in applying, ensure that you're performing well in school, but also ensure that you engage in activities that help you to build important skills and to contribute to community.
As a York Science student, do you find the workload a lot of pressure? So like in my career as a statistics and actuarial science, it's a lot of math, but I feel like in campus, there are lots of fun social events. How about on your side?
It is a lot different from secondary school, especially when it comes to how courses are structured. I actually was surprised to see that some don't even have midterms or finals, but others are very time-consuming and demanding. So it's important that you come up with a timetable that works for you. And it's very important to have healthy study habits and a good sense of time management. But I mean, it is not all bad. You will still have free time to go out, enjoy yourself, and relax. And I think one great thing about York is the collaborative and supportive learning environment. So there's a lot of services on campus to help you get through your courses. I think there's a math center, a writing center, peer-assisted studying services, and science academic advising.
Yeah, sounds really fun. Since you talked about it's so different from high school, did you have any advice you want to give to the high schoolers to the university?
It's important to start developing those good study habits and time management from now. For me, one of the best ways to stay motivated is to keep track of my goals. And what I like to do is split up my goals into smaller steps or more smaller achievable goals so that sometimes looking at the end goal is overwhelming. So this way you kind of plot out your path so it feels a little bit easier. Another thing is I'm an undecided science major right now. So I know a lot of high school students feel kind of worried that they may not know what they want to do. But you do have time in first year to kind of feel it out and get a sense of what you want to do. But it is important that you do your research on what you might be interested in. And this would also help you narrow down your choices and let you know those steps that you have to take to get to your end goal.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so much.
much.
Thank you for sharing your insights. So over back to Janita.
Thanks so much. That was really good. And for those of you who couldn't tell from the beautiful accent, Caitlin is actually from Trinidad, so she is Caribbean herself. I'd love to welcome on our final presentation. That's our Faculty of Health. We're welcoming on Gwen, as well as Tiffany and Anika.
Thank you. I'm just going to share my screen. It's nice to meet everybody. My name is Gwen. I am a recruitment and liaison officer in the Faculty of Health. And I'm just going to briefly go over the programs in the Faculty of Health so that we do have some time to hear from our two students, Anika and Tiffany, and they can share a little bit about their experiences as students in the Faculty of Health. So just to get a sense of how many programs are available in the Faculty of Health, we have 6 programs: Global Health, Health Studies, Neuroscience, Kinesiology and Health Science, Psychology, as well as Nursing. And I'll just go through them briefly just so you have a better sense of what is available if you were interested in one of these particular programs. And so our Global Health program is one of our newer programs. It's a unique program. It is the first of its kind in Canada at the undergraduate level. And we offer both a Bachelor of Arts as well as a Bachelor of Science in this particular program. It is a small program. We have around 100 incoming students to this program each year. And there's a lot of hands-on learning experience as well as research opportunities in this program. We do have a research institute located on the Kiel campus for students who might be interested in gaining that hands-on research learning opportunity, as well as there is a 4th-year practicum, which is built into the program as well. And so if students were interested in getting that international experience, they can do so through the practicum in their 4th year. Our health studies degree is actually a Bachelor of Health Studies. This is a really unique program, which is, again, a smaller program. We have an incoming class of around 300 students to this program. And it really is intended for those who are interested in a career in the healthcare sector, but not necessarily as somebody who's interested in being a practitioner, but more so all of the folks who keep the healthcare systems running. And so that would be, healthcare management, policy advisors, information specialists. And so this is a really unique opportunity. And through this program, there is also a 4th-year practicum, which would be in a hospital setting to gain, again, that hands-on learning experience. Our neuroscience program was briefly mentioned earlier by the Faculty of Sciences. This is a shared degree program. And so the degree itself is a Bachelor of Science, small program again, with around 70 incoming students. And there's 3 different entry pathways. So neuroscience biology would be through the Faculty of Science. Neuroscience kinesiology or psychology would be through the Faculty of Health. And I'm sure you've heard all of us talk a lot about experiential learning and how important that is. And this is integrated into the program from year 1. And so students can expect to get a lot of experience in research labs through the fMRI facility tour, as well as the actual research labs that we have on campus as well. In the 4th year of the program, there is a capstone course in which students can choose a more thesis-based or problem-based project, depending on where their interests lie. Our kinesiology and health science degree has both a Bachelor of Arts as well as a Bachelor of Science. It is typically well ranked around the world. It's top 3 in Ontario in the Shanghai Global Rankings. There's a lot of course selection, and that is one of the reasons that many of our students do choose to study kinesiology and health science at York, is for that course selection. Again, experiential learning is built through the program. And so right from year 1, students will be involved in hands-on learning through their labs. There's also our integrated physical activity for life courses. And again, significant research opportunities throughout the degree as well. Our psychology program as well has a Bachelor of Arts and a Bachelor of Science, is also consistently well ranked around the world, as a top 5 psychology programs in Canada in the QS World Rankings. Once again, we're very proud of the course selection that we have available to students in the psychology program. And so they do have a lot to choose from in the volume of courses that they can choose from. As well, there is some concentrations. And so students can specialize their degree a little bit as well if they wish to. Again, hands-on learning is important. And we know for students in psychology that having the opportunity to get research experience is also quite important. It's great preparation for professional schools, graduate schools. And again, they have access to a wide variety of research facilities through the Center for Vision Research, the York Psychology Clinic, and more. We do have a nursing program as well. This one's a little bit more of a challenging one if someone is applying as an international student with a study visa. The degree itself is a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. If you are applying as an international student, the only option is our second entry nursing program, and that would require someone to have some university experience as well. This is a professional degree, which is governed by the CNO, which is the Colleges of Nurses of Ontario. And so there are some restrictions in place for our graduates who, when they're writing the nursing exam, they do need to be a Canadian citizen or permanent resident. So this one is a little bit more complicated. And if anybody does have any questions at all about any of the programs that we have to offer in the Faculty of Health, I am more than happy to answer any and all questions. That is my email address right there. But I do want to make sure that we have some time to hear from our current students. And so I'm joined today by Anika and Tiffany, who are both current students in the Faculty of Health. And I'll ask them to share a little bit about maybe their experience, their program, what year you're in, and maybe why you chose to study in the program that you're in. We'll start with Anika.
Hi everyone, my name is Anita and I'm doing a Bachelor's of Arts in Psychology with a concentration in counseling and mental health. And I chose to study psychology because I was really interested in learning about the mind and I want to know why people do the things that they do. So I figured that the psychology program was perfect for me. I am not very much a math person, so the Bachelor of Arts worked out perfectly because I don't have to do a lot of math, I participate in a lot of the experiential learning opportunities here at York. So I am with a research lab that studies emotional regulation in adolescents, and I also participate in all of the global internships where I get to go abroad and engage in all things that have to do with my program.
Thank you, Anika. And Tiffany, how about you?
Student. Yeah. I chose my mix of and that it's that it's where you to healthcare services to and able to access those resources. So I think this program was actually very instrumental, helping to make a decision and to pursue.
Hi,
So if you-
Tiffany. We're not really hearing you properly. It's jumpy for us on this end.
Just a little. Can you hear me a little bit better?
Yeah? No, yeah.
Hello?
I can hear you now, but before it was
Okay.
a little bit, yeah. Go
Oh,
ahead.
okay, so I'll just start really quickly. I'm actually a fourth year student who's pursuing a degree, a Bachelor of Arts degree in health in the Faculty of Health. I also chose my program in of the pandemic because pandemic really broadened horizons in terms of they actually expose the inequities that they are in their system, and it's actually pretty instrumental in equipping students with keys to deal with such.
Thank you so much, Anika and Tiffany. Passing it back to you, Anita.
Okay, well, thank you so much for all of our awesome panelists. I know that there's probably questions. I'd love to give the next 8 minutes or so, Sheena, if that sounds good with you, to maybe answering some questions from the chat.
I'm gonna make this easy. So I have some 3 main questions. The first one is to Caitlin and Miss Trinidad. I wanted to ask her basically, what made you choose York? I know many students have different options, but why did you decide to go ahead with York? And then the follow-up question for you, that's in essence of time. You said you're undeclared right now. So where you think you might lean to in the end, and what is your outcome for yourself when you finish?
Okay, so I'll do the second question first. I'm looking to do biomedical science and then go to dental school to become a dentist. But I mean, I also am still considering pharmacy school, so I'm just kind of weighing the 2 options right now. I'll see as time progresses because it's similar courses. So I'll get to figure it out along the way. Why I chose York. Well, actually, Miss Muwanga had a very big role to play in it. From the moment I met her at the college fair, the whole process of applying, she was there for me. She was there to advise me, and it didn't feel like I was lost at any point along the way. And that's one thing I really liked about York, was that how they were so attentive to the applicants. And even here that I'm here now, they're very attentive to the students. There's a lot of services to help students along the way. Also, York is very diverse. The community here is very diverse. Actually, this week is Culture Fest. So there's been parades, a food fest, a fashion show with the different culture clubs at York. And it makes me miss home a little bit less because there's so many people here also from the Caribbean. It's a nice, engaging community. You never feel alone. And the campus is really nice. I know that the biomedical course here is really good as well. I know the instructors and the course quality is really great. So that's all the different factors that really drew me to come in here.
Thanks, Caitlin. And I know you might be homesick, but at least I know you're surrounded by Caribbean students, and I want to take this time to wish you all the best in your studies and hope that your dreams do come true. And this just happy to share your experience with us. I have a couple more questions, and I want to ask Mr. Singh a question. You highlighted your Bachelor of Applied Science in Computer Science in Software Development. I'm I may be subject to the correction how I pronounce that name. I'm not sure if I got it correctly. What's the difference between that and then doing the BSc in computer science? One question. And then the follow-up question is, if I see that you had some certificate offerings that could a student pair that with their bachelor's? And if they had to pair it with their bachelor's, is that at an additional cost or that's part of the tuition?
You actually got the program right. It's a Bachelor of Applied Science in Computer Science and Software Development. The main difference is that program is offered at a brand new campus that we have opening in September at the Markham campus. So it's one of the new programs that's offered at a new campus. So students would be away from Kill campus, which is a traditional campus. In terms of the program itself, the BSc BA Computer Science is a very broad traditional computer science program. So it covers all the aspects of computer science, whereas the computer science for software development is kind of in between computer science and software engineering. So it gives you the same kind of computer science knowledge courses, but then it kind of really hones in on the software development side. So students may take more programming, more coding courses, and it's more of a hands-on program when we compare it to the traditional computer science program. The first cohort of students in that program will start with us in September. So yes, it's a brand new program. What was the second question? Sorry.
Oh, the certificates that are on.
Oh yeah,
offer.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the two certificates we offer the meteorology certificate. So that can be taken as a standalone, but students would have to have completed the undergraduate program either with York or elsewhere. So it's kind of in addition to, like, it's like a specialization once you've done the undergraduate program. It's a good fit for atmospheric science students. So students take that program with us and then they take the certificate program. So it would be additional cost. The second certificate we offer in the BEST, the entrepreneur certificate, there is no additional cost to that one. Students would take that alongside their undergraduate program in computer science or engineering. It's just some of their courses would be as part of the certificate, so they would count towards a degree as well. So it would be no additional cost for that one.
Okay, that's good to know. So if the meteorology one, that is an addition, but they want to pair with computer science, that could be.
Yeah, you can, yeah, it's because, yeah, you would just take courses that kind of satisfy the requirements for both the degree requirements and also the certificate.
And I have another follow-up question for you with engineering. So we have a lot of students who are interested in York, and I know York does have pretty high, the expectation in terms of your cutoff marks rank pretty high. So we have students who are good students, they have A, B+ average, but they're missing some math, but they want to attend York and they want to do engineering. What would you recommend to those students?
I would recommend they connect with me because we do have a pathway program called LaSonde Academy. So if students are missing one of the prerequisites, it could be math, it could be physics, could be chemistry. As long as the student is strong overall, so has strong overall grades, and has one or two of the prerequisites, then we would offer a conditional admission on the basis that students take an online course with us in the summer, a module.
Okay.
Let's say they're missing maths and physics, they'll take a maths module, physics module, and they just have to pass those courses, and then we'll finalize their admission.
Okay, so they don't necessarily have to go into an alternate bachelor's program and then come into engineering. They can just do this in the summer, your academy, and then progress.
Yeah, they'd get direct entry to the engineering program like every other student. So
So my follow-up question to that is, when they're applying to York now, do they get moved or deferred to the academy after applying to the engineering program, or they have to select the academy up front on their application?
No, it's not something that students can self-select. It's
Okay.
when we review their application, our assessors would know that this
Okay.
person is a candidate for the academy. I would say always when a student is in that situation is to let me know, then I can
Right.
track the application and make sure that they are offered the academy as part of the admission process.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Singh, for answering my questions. I have one more question. We're approaching 7, but just one more for nursing. I know there's a preference for students. Well, I get the feeling there's a preference for students coming straight from secondary schools or straight from high school. Is there any chance for students who have post-secondary education to apply to nursing at your, or is strictly for those with high school credentials?
Nursing is a complicated one, in that it's very competitive for admission. And so actually a direct entry program isn't really open to international students applying
Okay.
from outside the country. So the best option is really to pursue another undergraduate degree and then take a look at maybe our second entry nursing, which is a compressed entry and does require applicants to have some post-secondary already, at least 2 years, and specific prerequisite courses.
Okay, so that's not, so basically, the idea is they should come from high school with the high school credentials, or not even for
No.
them as well?
No, not really. So the challenges
Okay.
with the nursing program is that in order to write the nursing exams, one would need to be a Canadian citizen or permanent resident.
Okay,
And so
I heard.
it's
I
a little
heard
more
you.
complicated.
Yeah. No worries. Okay, well, that takes care of the questions. I want to really thank everyone from the New York team for running this session. I want to thank those on Facebook for your viewing. I hope that this was informative. If you want to connect with Juanita from your university, you can also connect with her via the CUTFAS website. Let me take this time to say, really thank you so much for all of your information, and wishing all of those students all the best with their studies as some of you wrap up and some of you continue on your journeys. And take care until next time, Juanita and team.
Thanks so much, Sheena. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, guys.